The following program has been rated GE by the Kenya Film Classification Board. It is therefore suitable for general family viewing.
Hello viewer, welcome to Chunguu Jamii. My name is Betty Akuku. I'm your host today, and I have a guest in studio. Today we're going to be talking about the role of a wife in the marriage. Truly, as wives live together with their husbands, sometimes people are confused who should do what and who should not do what, how far should I go, and what should I leave for him or her. And today I have a family therapist who's going to take us through this discussion. I hope that you actually tune in, sit back, and enjoy this conversation. Welcome, my guest. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Dixon Omal, and I'm a family therapist. I've come to just share what I have about family therapists.
Okay. Welcome, Dixon.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Chunguu Jamii. This is a family show. We basically talk about family, everything family, marriage. We talk about society. We talk about parenting, so many things in this show. And today we're talking about the role of a wife. I guess and believe that you are married. Please confirm to our viewers.
Yes, I'm married. Yeah.
How long have you been married?
I've been married for the last 36 years.
Okay.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How has it been? 36 years is a long time.
Yes, it has been relatively good. Of course, in marriage there are ups and downs, and so I've learned to share with my partner those ups and downs.
You have learned to share.
Yes.
She has also been able to learn as well.
Yes.
You know, marriage is funny because you don't even live with your own siblings for 36 years, sometimes not even with your parents in the same house for that long. But in marriage, this is really strange. You live with someone who is not your sibling in the same house for 38 years or 36 or more, and you're here to every day, seeing each other every day and doing things together. How do you compare that relationship with the relationship with your siblings and your close family?
Yeah, when you get married, first of all, you become friends with the girl before you get married. And of course, you develop that friendship.
Okay.
And out of that friendship, you make some decisions for life. Yeah, why you want to get married to that girl. Yeah. So eventually, once you get married, you know that this is the person I want to live with for life. Yeah, because marriage is a lifetime commitment. Yeah.
I get you. I'd like to know some of the roles that in your experience or in your study that you have seen in the world, would you actually describe as the key roles of the wife in the marriage?
Yes. One of the main roles of a wife, and it goes along with what the God says in His Word, that He made for Adam a helper.
Yes.
And you'll find that a man, when he gets married, he wants that helper. So one of the key roles is the wife is a helper. The man is doing the work, but the wife has come to help.
The wife has come to help.
Yes.
That is also really good to hear, because sometimes we have also heard that the man is stronger and the woman is the weaker vessel.
Yes.
And it somehow confuses or contradicts how the weaker vessel is coming in to help the head or the strong person. With what kind of help?
Yeah. Those are relative terms to use because you can sometimes find that even the man is weaker, and the woman is stronger. Yeah,
it does happen.
It does happen. So the meaning here is when a a wife comes to help, it is to play a role to help care for this man. The things that he's doing, the things that matter for them both as husband and wife, but need her support.
Her support.
Yeah. So you'll find that eventually when she's supporting, she becomes like a pillar of the home.
Oh, really?
Yes. And
the helper comes in and takes over. She becomes the pillar, not actually taking over. She becomes a pillar.
She's like a pillar.
Okay.
It's a comparison.
Okay.
Yeah. She's like a pillar of the home, because you'll find that when the man is gone out to work or something, the woman will be thinking how the house is to be cared for, the things to be done, the kitchen, many things. And you find that the man has sometimes no clue as to what is happening in the kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah, not at all.
But when he comes, he's ready, he wants to eat.
Yes.
He wants to find his clothes are clean.
Yes.
All these things are done, but not by himself, by the helper that he has brought in.
By the helper that was brought, yeah.
Okay, there's this thing that the women nowadays, or rather the wives, are also in formal employment. And so the man goes out and the woman goes out, and everyone is busy, engaged, probably 8 to 5 kinds of system. And I wonder how the woman is still able to effectively play her role as a helper that you have mentioned.
Yes, and women, the woman or the wife, like we said, she's the pillar.
Yes.
And you find that when she's going to work as well, and the man is going to work as well, there are certain things that she thinks about, and these are things to do with her mind, things in two sides.
Okay.
The man can only think of on one side.
Wow.
Gifted. The woman is gifted and is able to multitask. She's able to do many things at the same time. And
which a man cannot do.
Which, yeah, they say men cannot multitask. But man can only think in one direction at one time, and then another direction at another time. But women can be sitting here and thinking about what is going on in the house, what's going to happen to that child, all these things. Okay. She's able to think of at the same time.
Oh, that's interesting about the strength of that kind of a wife. Viewer, I want us to take a very short break. Our SMS line is 21144. Please get to text us with your questions and concerns. We also want to bring you another guest, a woman, so that you can actually find the view of a wife as well. Stay tuned. We're coming back shortly.
There is a card that makes paying for almost everything easy, like ABCs. No need to make trips to the ATMs to withdraw money or carry cash around. That's the Equity Bank Visa card, accepted everywhere you see the Visa sign. Use it to pay for food and drinks, fuel, shopping, pay for your Uber ride, shop online, travel and hotel bookings, and so much more. Pay conveniently and free of charge. Card security is guaranteed thanks to the chip and PIN technology that protects your card from fraud. Start paying with your Equity Bank Visa card now and enjoy the convenience of not carrying cash.
How many of you use your real names on Facebook? Wengine ni Sweetie Pretty.
You must succeed in being an eagle and not a chicken.
I'm seeing myself owning the biggest media house in Africa. Yes, I could employ you, in fact. Yes.
All right, now it is going to another direction. But when you are born and when you grow up, now you do the work. You become a person who likes the country. You understand, right? I mean, not getting a job at Kenya Power, right?
And you know what? Who you are online is exactly who you are offline. And who you are offline is who you are online.
제가 이제 여러 군데 가서 강연을 많이 해보는데
So I've been to many places to give lectures.
우나일레 와사와사와 이러면
Whenever I say "Unaile sasa,"
눈썹으로 인사를 대답을 해요.
they respond with their eyebrows.
People have dominance over themselves. Why? Daddy, no money. Give me money. I'll buy for you. Hey, Daddy, I said I don't have money. Hey, I know, Daddy. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard its spots?
예수님이 우리의 모든 죄값을 다 지불하시기 때문에 예수님 다 이루었다라고 말씀하셨잖아요.
So Jesus paid for all the wages of our sin. That's why he could say it is finished.
Yesu alipa mshahara wa dhambi deni zetu lote, ndiposa akasema kwamba imekwisha.
하나님은 슈퍼컴퓨터와 같은 분이에요.
Everyone, God is like the supercomputer.
Upendo wa Mungu ni kama hii supercomputer.
Hi, my name is Zawadi. At Mahanaim, I studied to qualify for the LGCSE through the Cambridge International Educational Program.
We Mahanaim International High School students enjoy extracurricular activities such as joining GBS TV clubs, taekwondo, cultural dance, orchestra, swimming, foreign languages, community service, and much more. I believe this unique experience I gained here will go a long way into strengthening the future me.
The teachers and other ministers at Mahanaim spared no pain in running with us until the end of the mile, until we secured all of our goals.
And that's how I passed my IGCSE exams.
Mahanaim International High School cares about my future. Beyond our education, Mahanaim nurtures us to have bright and healthy mind so that we could become great future leaders.
Healing, hope, restoration. Amazing stories of real people like you who have triumphed over tragedy. Watch Turning Point International and be inspired to reach your turning point.
It really ministers to the soul of man, and as a pastor you benefit a lot because people learn, and they learn how to cope with issues probably you don't even deal with in your sermons.
It's not reality TV, it's real life TV.
Hello viewers, welcome to Women's View. What you see is what you get. Very exciting and fun. We grew up in a certain community and we were told this is how women are. Everybody was coming with what they can get. This is not a joke. Welcome viewers to Talk to Rosemary Jagi's show. The Bible says, seek ye the kingdom of God and his righteousness.
Amen, amen, amen. Oh my, have I provoked you? Then take action.
Different artists. Different choirs. Excuse me, shut.
Pump me with your Holy Spirit.
Different praise and worship. I tell you, this is a show where we bring the best of the best.
It's amazing.
Yes. And shalom.
Everywhere, GBS.
Welcome back, viewer. Thank you so much for the break. As I told you, I have another guest in studio. I would like her to introduce herself and then continue the conversation. Welcome.
My name is Pastor Felicia Cordero.
Welcome, Pastor Felicia. We're talking about the role of a wife in the marriage. Yes. And your colleague here is already tackling this. He's called Omwal. He's a family therapist. And he told us he's been married 36 years. How long have you been married?
I've stayed in marriage for 25 years.
25. Wow. Yes. Both of you have quite an experience that someone cannot doubt.
Yes.
What in your view do you think, Felicia, is the role of a wife in the marriage?
The role of a wife, as I know, according to God's plan, the God made a woman to be a helpmate. I mean, when a woman is married to the husband, he went there to help the man. He's a helpmate.
She's a helpmate?
Yes.
Okay. To help the man to do what? To wash his clothes, to cook for him. This man has been dressing, he has been eating, he has been doing his work all these years. What is the woman specifically going to help this man with? He's a grown-up.
Not only washing the clothes, but you know, when the woman is married to the man,
yes,
after marriage is when this man can get children. So it is very important for the union of a woman and a man. First, it will make the man get children from this woman, and it will make the man also to rest in some ways, because when God brought the woman to the man, he said, oh, that means it is a way of resting.
Okay.
So when the woman went to the man, he can help the man to think, think ahead, and even washing the clothes, cooking, and when they are together, what I've come to learn, when the man is alone, there are some things he cannot do without a woman.
Okay.
But when they are together, they can make their minds together and do greater things when they are together. So,
Dixon, are there things in your life you could not do until you got married? Of course, apart from getting children. You have been in marriage for 36 years. Are there things you can reckon today and say, if not for this wife I married, I was never able to achieve this and that?
Yes, there are many instances where a wife comes in, and of course, like in my marriage, there are many instances I can say. One of the things, like when you have to deal with children, you cannot do it alone. Yes, they have been brought to the world, but the art of advising and helping these children is parenting them is not a one-man show.
Okay.
Yeah, the wife plays a very key role. Yeah, because she is the one who nurtures them and helps them, you know, as they grow. This is what we want as a family. These are our values as a family.
So the wife, so the woman and the children are under,
helps a lot in nurturing them.
Yes.
Felicia, think about it this way. One of the roles I know of a man or a husband is that he's a leader. So he's the one who leads and guides his family. If the family goes astray, if the wife goes astray, if the children go astray, people actually say it is the woman's fault. But if the man is the leader, he's the one who should give the guidance and direct his family in the right way. How does the woman or the wife nurture his children in a better way than the husband?
You know, just as you have said, it is the man is the head of the house.
Yes.
According to God's law.
Yes.
So it is very important for the man to direct the wife. I mean, they have to be together. First, before you go to children, the husband and the wife, the man should recognize the wife. If the man recognizes the wife, there are things God put in a woman which the man can just they can work if the woman is recognized.
Okay.
If a woman is not recognized in the house, so at times you get that she cannot do his
she can't play her role well.
Yes, she cannot do her role well because all the times she will not think even think about children or how to take care of the home or the family. She can get money, but at times you get this woman is not happy because the man is supposed to work with the wife together. The man is not supposed to work alone.
So if the woman is made happy, loved, that is the time she can perform her role?
That is the time this woman will be. You know, a woman who is recognized in the house and a woman is not recognized, these two, they are different. Because mostly the woman will keep on thinking of how she has no value in that house. But when the woman is not having value, the husband has neglected the woman, that's the time the woman cannot even play her roles properly. The children will suffer. And that's why we get now, as I'm talking, children are really suffering because the man tends to love children more than the wife, and it cannot work that way.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Dixon, what other role, apart from the woman being a helper, what other role does the wife play in the family?
In the family, there are things that a man will decide.
Okay.
Okay. And when he makes certain decisions, there may be some area which he has not considered. And
how is she able to see the loopholes unless you have shared your plans?
The role of the wife is to see those areas and to come to him and say, I see we are about to do this, but I'm seeing here we need to add this, we have to take away this.
How does she do that?
Yeah.
Because mostly a lot of men don't even share their plans and their secrets. You'll find men are secretly investing outside. They have property, they even have another wife, they have other children without their wife in the house knowing. They're buying a car, and there's serious things that men will do, like a man walking in to surprise you. I bought a car. I don't know if women love such kinds of surprises, like, oh honey, I bought you a car. I don't know if women are amused by such kinds of surprises, functional and the functional kind of setup. Why do certain men or husbands fear telling you, their wives, their plans, their projects, their investments? You know, why don't they tell you this? What role are you not playing?
Okay.
That they have to now sideline you and keep such secrets from you.
You know, marriage must be vertical. And you know, God's plan for marriage was that these people must work together. Now, this I came to realize that when the husband is not talking to the wife, and the wife is just being seen there like a picture, that family cannot go far. And here is where you find the man has married another wife, he hides outside, and the car, he can buy a car, can buy a house and hide things outside. That means I can say that is not a good family. I mean,
but already these people are living together, and this man going out to look for another wife is because there's something he has not seen or seen in this wife. There's a role this wife is not playing that he has now gone to try to get it from another wife outside. What is your failure?
Okay, most of women, now let me say, you know, we have two types of women. There's a woman who knows the word of God, and there's a woman who does not know the word of God. So there's a big difference.
They are all wives.
They are all wives.
They are all wives.
Yes.
And today we are. What is the role of a wife?
It seems
a wife.
Okay.
Whether born again
or not
born again.
Yes.
What is her role?
You know, the role of a wife, just as he has said, when he sees something missing, he can come, tell his wife, he'll tell the husband how they can tackle that. But here is a case, most of men, they don't sit with their wives. They don't tell them anything. And some women, the reason why they fail to do their role, you tell her something, she can go and tell her brother, So brother will come in, the mother will come in, they will decide that this is a third party. Now the man will get angry.
So this is why the men most
of them are doing like that, not all. So this also can make the man to hide some things. But some men also, they are just hiding because, I can say the third party really interferes. Because sometimes when they are drinking or when they are talking outside, you can get another man telling his friend that, you cannot tell your wife things, women are not people to be shared with, you cannot share with your wife. Some parents telling their sons, you cannot share this with your wife. Now, this third party also interferes with marriages. But these two people, if they can just take the way they got each other, just seeking good advices, I think they can.
Dixon, what do you think is the reason why, not probably you, but the men you have interacted with, what is the main reason that makes them not to share their lives with their wives?
Yeah, for a man, or some men, let me put it that way, it depends on how much friendship he has with the wife.
Okay.
And how much the wife has friendship with him.
Who is supposed to initiate this?
This is how they relate with one another. A life of marriage is a relationship.
Yes.
When the relationship is good, you find that you can be able to trust your wife. You can be able to share openly what is in your heart and what is in your mind. But when that relationship is not good, then you'll find that sometimes you want to share, but you are a question mark.
What gives you the question mark?
You want to share that.
What gives you the question mark?
Because if certain things are happening, like you are not that good friends within the marriage, you are not relating well.
What do you mean? Because you still have your parents, she still has her parents, you have relatives, and same applies to her. It's not that whatever you do, she should never speak it out, Being a wise woman, she also wants to find another view, lest she advise her husband in the wrong way. Because you said she's the one who sees the loopholes that you couldn't see. So if she's not sure about herself, she can ask. And asking doesn't mean that she 100% relies on the opinions that she has gotten from outside.
Yeah, of course, she's free to share. To share.
What makes you close up that you doubt whether you should share with her everything in black and white?
For instance, if you had begun a project and you had not let it out yet, and you find that a mention of this is heard somewhere, yet you have not farmed up your plans together. You see, now that begins, you begin to kind of withdraw, not to share more.
I don't know. I don't know what your view is on that, Felicia. But I think that is mistrust, I think that one should allow their spouse to be themselves. If you know that your wife is the kind that talks, if she has not spilled the beans to the outsiders, and I mean not the family, the outsiders, then this is different. But just sharing with her mother, her brother, what is wrong with that, Felicia? As you think of that, please tell me also, what is the other role of a wife? You are a wife. You've been there 25 years. What have been some of your roles apart from, bearing children to your husband, cooking and making sure his clothes are okay, and being his advice, or not advisor really, but being able to seal the loopholes that he cannot see?
Let me answer the first one first, the first question. When there is no trust, that's what I can say. The men try to hide themselves because they don't trust they were women. But there is a reason why the man cannot trust a woman. Because when he gave you the money, so at times, okay, you want to buy a plot, you are given 200,000 to keep. When he'll need this money back, he'll get it 170. Now I'm just talking about what can take that. Now this man will he will not trust you. Another thing, you talk two of you and you say that because people are not happy about the things we are doing. So we are going to buy a plot. But I don't want you to share it out, because when we shared it with so and so, he discouraged us. And now, some people, when you share your vision, they discourage you.
Yes.
So let us just start it. Then they will see what we are doing. So it's when you can talk. But you get the woman going, and she starts sharing, even with the people who are, we have our enemies. We have people who don't want us to do things. So me, I'm just talking about the things which can, the trust. The same to a woman.
Yes.
Because at times the woman is also, a woman can buy a plot, can buy a car. You buy a car, you give your husband, you say, my darling, now this is yours. It will help the family. Sasa hata kama unafanya naye business, siku hizi taxi haina Uber. Now you get the man, he said, let me go and do my work, my wife, me I'm going to do it at Kericho. Now he take the car, he go there. After some times, you start hearing, he's not bringing the money. All the times, there's no money, there's no money, there's no money. Can I get 10,000? We make this car. But now where is the money? We have children. Now he's trying to dodge it around. Now this also will remove the trust. So this time the woman will start doing her things alone. And the man will also start doing, the woman will refuse to give out the money.
What should the woman do at that point? Because you are a wife in this home, and you have said no to divorce. So you're supposed to stay here until death, if my belief of marriage is still existing. You're supposed to stay here until death. And then you have discovered that this and this has lost shape. We are no longer sailing in the same boats. It is no longer as smooth as it is. The man is behaving in this strange way, or the woman is behaving in this strange way. But now, because today we're talking about the role of a wife, what should the wife do at that point?
As I'm saying, if you give out, you gave him a car, he has messed up, he has married another wife and hid somewhere, and he's coming back for another man. You have children. Children should go to school. The plot you bought, it is still standing there.
Yes. What should you do?
So what I can do, I can start doing things. I just give him food. He eats. I do everything. But even when I'm taking children to school, I'm still doing this for him, for both of us. This thing is helping him. Instead of giving him another money to go and waste, I can keep it. Then I help the family.
So in this case, you're still a helper.
I'm a helper. I'm helping him. Yes, I'm taking the children to school. I can buy a plot.
Dixon, what is your view? What is your view? What do you think is the role in the wife that should stand out so strongly at this time when the family is shaken? Because the wife does not just play her role when all conditions are good and comfortable. Sometimes things are really difficult. The wife still has a role to play, or somebody else now needs to come in.
Yes, that's why I said even earlier that a woman can see what a man may not see.
Yes.
And that's why they are also endowed with wisdom. They are given wisdom by God so that they can advise. They can say, let's not do this, but let's do this.
Yes, but now in this case you have gone astray. This marriage is falling apart. It's breaking. What role should the woman play, the wife play, at this point?
Yeah, of course, number one, she needs to talk. She needs to talk with the husband, a serious talk. Yeah, that the way things are going, we are not getting anywhere. Yeah, we need to adjust. At least you need to adjust your ways so that we don't waste all these resources that we have, but we put things in the right channel. If the man doesn't listen, then of course she can make now her personal plans.
Which is to continue taking care of her children or what?
Yes. She acts in the best interest of the family.
Of the family. Felicia, I really do not know how strong a wife can be and how much she can bear. Sometimes things just burst out. Does the wife have such kind of a heart to bear all these things? Is it possible with a wife?
Yes, it is possible. And I've seen many, not few. When the man cannot understand, you can talk to him, darling, let us do this, let us not do this, let us don't waste money. And it continues. When you lose trust and you want to stay in the family, because you should not, you want to stay in the family, you want to help this man, still helping him, you will not go away. You will now take the role of a woman and a man. Because now, this man is now not playing any role. So, you will take the children to school, you can build a house, you can do everything. And I've seen the women who are doing that, most of them, I don't know how God works his things out, but the ones who are doing that, you see, even when the man was getting a little money, it reaches time that the man cannot now even get money. He just remained there, and God, as if God transfers everything to the woman. So if you are a wise woman, you will find yourself doing everything, and respect must remain intact. Yes, even if you are doing all these things, you must respect him and do all the duties as a wife.
I don't know how possible that is, by the way.
Yes.
Living with the man that you mistrust, a man who has mistreated you, and still continue with your normal life as a wife. Let's talk about this. Your son or your daughter is getting married.
Yes.
Your wife is there ready to receive a daughter-in-law or a son-in-law.
Yes.
Right? What role does the woman play? What role do you expect that your wife plays at that time? Because if it is your son getting married, he has probably had attachments with the mother. The decisions that you now need to make regarding the next marriage right now,
Yes.
So what is the role of a wife in that case?
A wife plays a very important role in cases where your son is getting married.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course, one of the things the son will do is to introduce the girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah. And of course, she can either accept or not accept.
Your wife now?
Yeah. It depends.
Yes.
Yeah. And they have intuition. Sometimes when a young man brings a girl home, the mother can just look at the girl and then later on tell him, this one, you may not go far.
Felicia, where do you get the instincts? What shows you that, as the wife, what do you look at and just judge? You know what? I don't think so. What is the role of a wife at that point?
Okay, we were even discussing with somebody about this yesterday, but one. What we look. When your son wants to marry, you can see at times the girl can come at home. And now, let me say my son
has brought a daughter-in-law.
Has brought a daughter-in-law. They are still friends.
Yes.
So when she comes, he sits in the sitting room. As you are now sitting, I'm cooking. I'm bringing. I take the water. She washes her hands. She sits there. I come from the kitchen. I remove the things.
Yes.
I do everything. She, at that time I can judge this is not a good girl.
It is her first time. What do you want her to do?
Let me just tell you. At first time, if you are a good girl, even if you just go to visit your friend, you go to another house.
I don't know the
at
kitchen.
first, just listen. At first, he brings food, tea, you take.
Yeah.
After that, you follow her with the cups. Now, can I help you? Can I help you? Then your mom will say yes or no.
Okay.
But here is somebody just sitting, chatting and talking, and the way they are talking, you see, there is no respect. They are talking as if there is no talking and.
So excited.
Yes, and you are there cooking for them, doing everything, and they're just talking. Now you can judge, you can say, no, this is not a good wife. It is very easy to detect, but a good girl can come in for the first time, you bring food, she eats, she take tea. After that, when you are going back to bring another thing, she will follow you. Mom, can I help you?
Even if it is her first time.
First time.
She should be able to arise to the occasion.
You could. That's the.
So a wife is the one who is able to see such kind of a thing.
Yes, a lady now.
So I mean, now you, the wife in this home, your role as a wife to this man, your husband, you should be able to see.
I am the
even
one
the wife of your son.
Yes, I'm the one to see, and then I'll go and talk to him. Even though our son want to marry that girl, she is very lazy. She has come here for the first time. When she came, she did this. I thought that because it was her first time. But the second time, third time, now this is not a good girl. So there are things you can see. Not only that, then you will tell your husband.
You know, that is very small. Because we're actually out of time. I want to give you a moment to give your viewer the parting shot. But I'm just wondering, isn't that a very small thing to consider before you make the conclusion that she's not a good girl?
No.
Because life is composed of very wide and very big things, and you cannot just narrow it down to one thing considering what a wife is.
That is just one.
Yes, that is just one. Anyway, I am so glad that you guys came to talk about the role of a wife. I hope that the women who are listening have been able to realize why their husbands don't trust them, and also why the men are not trusted as well. So we were talking about the role of a wife today, and I would like you to give our viewer your last words concerning the same. I will start with you, Felicia.
So the role of a wife, just as we have said, it is to take care of children, and you can advise at times when you see something is going wrong. You don't just sit that I'm a woman. You can talk to your husband. You can talk to the parents. At times it will force you to involve the parents if the father is still there, and the mother. And the role of a wife, it goes up to, as we are talking about, your son want to get married. The reason why I'm talking of that small thing, it is not good to start judging that the woman is not beautiful, she has not learned, she's not educated, and those things are very minor. When your son has loved the wife, you should accept. But these small things, the ones I've just said, you can advise and you can talk, you train her. Okay. So the role of a woman is very big. It's very big.
Okay. Dixon, your last words?
Yes, as I said before, a woman, a wife rather, is a pillar of the home.
Okay.
She's there to care and nurture for her husband and the children, and create good relations such that she's able to discuss with the husband even the little things that she notices, which help him also to make better decisions which affect the whole family.
Okay.
So the role she plays is very, very key in terms of making that family functional.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope that women, you find the secret to make your husband listen to you, because you have some wisdom as you have heard from the man himself. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to the show today. And thank you also, viewer, for watching this episode of The Role of a Wife. I hope that you have learned just one thing and you're going to remember it even for your own life. Thank you so much. I have been your host. My name is Betty Akuku. See you next time.